If you're still watching these Blue Jays games, I'm sorry. I'm kind of watching them. Like, let's be honest. When it's Sunday and there's football on, let's be honest. We know where the eyes go. But holy crap. The Jays lose their third consecutive one-run game, get swept to the Trop. Just like that, they've lost 5 of their last 6 games. And they've matched their season worst 10 games under 500, I believe. I don't think they went worse than that. They may have gone a little bit more, but it feels like it's that. They've lost 5 of 6. And you out-hit the Rays 11-7. I believe they out-hit the Rays yesterday, 9-7. Yet you lose 2 one-run ball games. But you know what it is? It's the long ball. How many times have we talked about it? Right? Their offense today, other than a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 7th from Christopher Morel, Jonathan Aranda hits another home run. He's hit 3 home runs in the series, 1 each day. And then in the bottom half of the 8th inning, Brandon Lau adds on a run off of Eric Swanson with a solo shot. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays get a sacrifice fly, an RBI single, and an RBI single. That's why this offense is not going to be any good until you get some guys who can drive in runs. Guys who can leave earth, right? Vladimir Guerrero Jr., they chose to face Vladdy in the 9th inning, which I thought was ludicrous. Then he hit a single, and I'm like, I don't know why you do that with the base open. But then I realized, Horowitz, again, he went 0 for today, and he was frustrated at the plate, and Luis De Los Santos is batting 5th. Like, okay, it's game over. Like, you have no confidence in this. And that's unfortunate. But let's break it down. Top of the 4th inning, Leo Jimenez hits a sacrifice fly, scoring Ernie Clement, making it a 1-0 Jays lead. But in the bottom half of the 6th inning, Jonathan Aranda hits a 2-run shot, scoring Brandon Lau to put the Rays in front 2-1. But in the top half of the 7th inning, Ernie Clement hits an RBI single, scoring Tyler Heineman. And then, obviously, Christopher Morel hits a sacrifice fly to tie it in the 7th inning. But then in the bottom of the 8th... No, hold on. I'm totally off here. No. Wait. What? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. I made it a 3-2 game. Excuse me. My math was off. Ernie Clement hit the single to tie the game up at 2. There we go. Then Morel hits a sac fly in the 7th to give them the lead back. But then in the bottom of the 8th, Brandon Lau hits a solo shot of Eric Swanson to put them up 4-2. And like I mentioned, the top of the 9th inning, Vladdy hits an RBI single, scoring Alejandro Kirk, driving in his 100th run of the season, making it 4-3. You get guys in the corners with 1 out. The Horowitz pops out. De Los Santos grounds out. Ball game, you lose. Whatever. Like, at this point, I'm like, how many games left? 6. Got it. That's all I care about. What are the stats? All right, Ernie Clement in the 2-hole, 3 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. Good on him. Vladdy, 3 for 5 with an RBI. Good stuff. Leo Jimenez 1 for 3. Jonathan Clase got to see him hit a double down the left field line. He had a single to follow up that as well, so good stuff. He had 2 hits today. And Tyler Heineman went 1 for 3 with a run scored, but also the inability to play some small ball. They tried to bunt 3 times in an inning. Clase tried to bunt. He bunted right through a ball, and then I think that might have been the at bat he had the double. I can't remember. Then was it Tyler Heineman dropped a bunt down? Okay. Then Nathan Lucas, your number 1 guy in the order today, tried to drop a bunt down to score Class A because he's runners on the corners. And with his speed, you just got to get the ball down and he's good to go. Problem is, when you bunt it right back to the pitcher, he flips it home. Class A is out at the plate. It's like, okay. That's why this is the problem, right? When you're number 2 guy in the order in Ernie Clement, you have no confidence in when it comes to power. And your 2 guy in your order is supposed to be one of your best all-around players. That's why all-around hitters. That's why Bo Bichette for so many years has been your number 2 hitter. And your number 1 guy is your table setter, right? Your leadoff guy. Well, whenever we're having Nathan Lucas and Ernie Clement as your 1-2 to lead off a ball game, it's going to be pretty bad. Right? And it is what it is. They tried to bunt with Luke 3 straight times. He tried to drop bunts down. It's pretty painful to watch. 11 hits for the Jays, struck out 12 times, walked twice. Ryan Berg got the open, and he was great. Inning in the 3rd, 1 hit, 3 punch-outs. He's actually been pretty damn good for the Blue Jays this year. His ERA drops to 3.56. The whip drops to 1.15 on the season, guys. And you look at the strikeouts, because everyone loves to look at that. With the 3 today, that's, what is that? 30 and a third innings pitched. 43 punch-outs. An ERA 3.5, a whip of 1.15. it's not been bad for Ryan Burr. He's actually been very good for the Blue Jays. And speaking of great for the Blue Jays, another Ryan Yarbrough, 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 5 punch-outs, and walked 1 against his former team. He's just been outstanding since he put a Blue Jay uniform on. Zach Pop, again, this is where the bullpen falls apart. Zach Pop, 2/3 an inning, a lot of hit and a run and a strikeout. And this is Cabrera, an inning, a couple hits and a run and a strikeout. Eric Swanson, an inning, a hit, a run, couple strikeouts. Like, no zeros on the board except for Ryan Burr and then 3 innings from Ryan Yarbrough. Everyone else runs in every other inning. It is pretty painful to look at. It really is. But however, let's move on to the next one. And thank God, no more Trop. And the last 6 games are at Rogers Center. 3 against the Red Sox, off day Thursday, 3 games on the weekend against the Miami Marlins. I'll be there in the Saturday game for Blue Jay Center Day, so a bunch of the Blue Jay Center guys, and I'll be going down to the ballpark. If you see us there, don't be afraid to say hello. The pitching matchups for the Boston Red Sox series, Tanner Houck versus Bowden Francis tomorrow night at 7:07 at Rogers Center. Brian Bayo, Kevin Gausman at 7:07 on Tuesday. Wednesday is a 7:07 pitch. It's Jose Barrios versus who? Richard Fitz. He's 15 and 2/3 innings. He hasn't allowed a run. Has he been starting games or what? 3 games, 3 starts. Are they opens or what the hell's his deal? 5 innings, 5 and 2/3, 2 runs, but they weren't earned runs. He's been good for them, Richard Fitz. And that's the finale on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game being over because, yeah, we all want it done. Hit the like button, do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, what you like, or what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below, so follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys later tonight. Leafs edition, game 1 of the preseason. Leafs send 7 o'clock at Scotiabank Arena. Just excited to see something different. I know it doesn't mean anything, but it's exciting because it's not the Blue Jays baseball where I know where like 3/4 of the guys shouldn't be on the roster next year. Okay? And as for that team, they play tomorrow. Game 1 of the 3-game set at Rogers Center against the Boston Red Sox. Tanner Houck versus Bowden Francis at 7:07 at Rogers Center. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not the game today. We'll talk to you guys then.